You've heard the rule, 3 days without water and you're dead. That's a lie. It's more like 2 days if you're exerting yourself, less if it's hot, and even less if you're already dehydrated from panic sweating while looting your neighbor's garage. Here's what actually happens. Hour 12. Headache, dry mouth, irritability. You're still functional, but dumber. Hour 24. Dizziness, rapid heartbeat, confusion. Your blood is thickening. Your kidneys are screaming. Hour 48. You can't stand without blacking out. Your organs are shutting down in sequence, prioritizing your brain until they can't anymore. Hour 72. You're a corpse or close enough that the difference doesn't matter. Your body is 60% water. Lose 3% and your physical performance drops. Lose 10% and you're in medical crisis. Lose 15% and you're done. You lose about 2 liters daily just breathing, sweating, and pissing. More if you're stressed or moving. That means you need 2 liters minimum to break even. More to actually function. Most people have maybe 3 days of bottled water stashed. That's not preparedness. That's a countdown timer. Your job right now is finding and purifying water before that timer hits 0. Your house is sitting on 40 to 80 gallons of drinkable water right now, and you're too stupid to remember it exists. Your hot water heater. Turn off the gas or power first so you don't start a fire while civilization burns. Close the intake valve so contaminated municipal water doesn't backflow in. Then open the drain valve at the bottom and collect every drop. It's already been heated, which killed some bacteria, but don't trust it. Purify it anyway. Toilet tanks hold 2 to 3 gallons of clean water. Not the bowl, the tank. If you've got those blue cleaning tablets in there, skip it. That's chemicals you don't want in your body. If it's just water, drain it into containers. Your disgust is going to dehydrate you. Waterbeds hold up to 200 gallons. Puncture the top, siphon it out. It's stale and tastes like plastic, but it's water. Swimming pools and hot tubs are jackpots if your neighbor's evacuated. Chlorinated water needs less treatment, but you still filter and boil it. Decorative ponds are last resort. Fish shit, algae, mosquito larvae. Treat it like you found it in a sewer because functionally, you did. Prioritize sealed sources first. Save the sketchy stuff for when you're desperate enough that dysentery sounds acceptable. Clear water can kill you. That mountain stream looks pristine because you're a city-dwelling idiot who thinks nature is clean. It's not. It's a bacteria hotel with a nice view. Flowing water beats stagnant water every time. Rivers and streams at least dilute contamination. Still ponds and lakes are just open toilets where everything that dies, shits, or rots ends up concentrated. Look upstream before you collect. See a dead deer? Keep walking. Farmland runoff means pesticides and livestock waste. Industrial areas mean heavy metals and chemical dumping that no amount of boiling will fix. Collect from the fastest moving section you can find. Midstream, 6 inches below the surface. Not the bottom where sediment lives. Not the top where surface scum floats. The middle is your compromise between accessibility and contamination. Springs are your best natural option. Water's been filtered through rock and soil for years. Still not safe to drink raw, but it's cleaner than surface water. Look for where water emerges from rock or earth, not where it pools after. Even crystal clear water from a mountain spring can host giardia, cryptosporidium, and a dozen other microscopic bastards that'll turn your intestines inside out. You can't see threats. That's the point. Assume every natural source is contaminated and treat it accordingly. Boiling water kills everything that wants to kill you. Bacteria, viruses, parasites, protozoa. Heat doesn't care about their feelings. At 212 degrees Fahrenheit, their cellular structure breaks down and they die screaming. That's good news. The bad news is you're probably doing it wrong. A rolling boil for 1 full minute at sea level. Not simmering, not hot, boiling. Big angry bubbles breaking the surface continuously. Set a timer. Your impatient ass will pull it off heat at 45 seconds and wonder why you're shitting blood 3 days later. Altitude changes everything. Above 6,500 feet, water boils at lower temperatures. You need 3 minutes minimum. Denver, 3 minutes. Mountain regions, 3 minutes. If you're not sure, boil it longer. The extra fuel cost beats dying. Let it cool naturally. Don't drink boiling water like an idiot. You'll scald your mouth and throat, which creates open wounds that bacteria loves. Wait 30 minutes. Patience isn't optional. Boiling doesn't remove chemical contaminants, heavy metals, or sediment. It just kills living threats. If your water source is near industrial runoff or looks like mud, boiling makes it safe from bacteria, but not from poison. Filter first, then boil. That's the sequence that keeps you alive. Filtration removes what you can see: sediment, debris, floating shit that makes water look like swamp juice. It doesn't kill bacteria. That comes later. But clear water is easier to purify and won't clog your gut with particulates, while the microscopic threats kill you. Build a gravity-fed filter from a plastic bottle cut in half. Invert the top half into the bottom half like a funnel. Layer your filter media from top to bottom. Cloth or coffee filter first, then 2 inches of crushed charcoal, then 3 inches of fine sand, then 2 inches of gravel. Pour dirty water through the top. Clean water drips into the bottom container. The charcoal removes chemicals and improves taste. Use actual charcoal from burned wood, not briquettes. Those have additives that'll poison you. The sand catches particles. The gravel provides structure and prevents the sand from washing through. Flow rate is slow, maybe 1 liter per hour. That's not a bug, it's physics. Faster flow means less contact time with filter media, which means shittier filtration. Be patient or be sick. Replace the top cloth layer daily. It catches the heavy contamination and clogs first. The other layers last weeks if you're not filtering pure mud. This system removes visible threats. It doesn't sterilize. You still boil or chemically treat after filtering. Chemicals are your backup when you can't boil. Lightweight, portable, and effective against most biological threats. They won't save you from heavy metals or industrial poison, but they'll kill the bacteria trying to colonize your intestines. Household bleach works if it's unscented and contains 5 to 9% sodium hypochlorite. Add 8 drops per gallon of clear water, 16 drops if it's cloudy. Mix it. Wait 30 minutes before drinking. The water should smell faintly of chlorine. No smell means you didn't use enough. Add more and wait another 15 minutes. Iodine tablets are prepper standard. 2 tablets per liter. Wait 30 minutes in warm water. Longer if it's cold. Tastes like chemical warfare, but they work. Don't use iodine long term. It accumulates in your thyroid and causes problems after weeks of continuous use. Rotate to other methods. Water purification tablets containing chlorine dioxide are better. They handle cryptosporidium, which iodine can't touch. Follow package directions exactly. Underdosing leaves you sick. Overdosing makes you sick differently. Neutralize the chemical taste with powdered drink mixes or vitamin C tablets after the wait time, not before. You'll deactivate the purification agent and waste your chemicals. Store chemicals in cool, dark places. Heat and light degrade them. Expired tablets are gambling chips, not survival tools. Rain is free water falling from the sky, and you're going to waste it because you don't have a collection system. Build one from garbage. Spread a tarp, plastic sheeting, or heavy-duty trash bag on the ground or between trees. Angle it toward a low point where water pools. Weight the edges with rocks so wind doesn't turn your collector into a kite. Place a container at the collection point. A 10x10 foot tarp in moderate rain gives you 50 gallons per inch of rainfall. Do the math for your region. First flush contamination is real. The initial rain washes bird shit, dust, pollen, and atmospheric pollutants off your collection surface. Let the first 5 minutes of rain run off before you start collecting. That contaminated water isn't worth the dysentery. Storage is your next problem. Covered containers only. Open containers breed mosquitoes, which breed disease. Seal everything. Rotation matters. Use old water first. Collect new water continuously. Stagnant water grows algae and bacteria within days. Rain doesn't fall on your schedule. Collect aggressively when it does. One storm might be your supply for a week. Miss it because you were lazy, and you're back to filtering pond scum. Rainwater still needs purification. It's cleaner than surface water, but not sterile. Filter and treat it like any other source. Free doesn't mean safe. Solar disinfection is slow, weather-dependent, and requires zero fuel. SODIS method. Fill clear plastic bottles with filtered water. Lay them on their side in direct sunlight for 6 hours minimum. UV radiation and heat kill pathogens. Water temperature needs to hit a 122 degrees Fahrenheit for maximum effectiveness. Cloudy day, double the time to 12 hours. Overcast or raining. This method is useless. Use only clear bottles. Green or brown glass blocks, UV. Metal containers block everything. PET plastic bottles work best. Label them so you don't drink half-treated water, and give yourself a science experiment in your colon. Solar stills extract water through evaporation. Dig a hole 3 feet wide and 2 feet deep. Place a container at the bottom center. Lay plastic sheeting over the hole. Seal the edges with dirt and rocks. Put a small rock in the center of the plastic to create a cone pointing toward your container. Contaminated water or vegetation around the container evaporates, condenses on the plastic, runs down to the center, drips into your container. Output is pathetic, maybe 1 liter per day in ideal conditions. This is desperation level hydration, not a primary source. Build multiple stills if you're committed. These methods work when you've got time and sunshine. When you don't, you're back to boiling and praying.